Welcome back. This is Tarot to a T. And I actually got to the July bonus readings. So that's what we're going to do right now for the sign of Aquarius. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Hope you like what you see. And if you're returning, thank you for returning. You're awesome. So this is pretty much going to go just like my other two readings this month. If you want to check those out, there'll be a link towards the end of the video. There is a 4 spades. Let's see if that comes out, Aquarius. Again, if you missed those other two videos, go ahead and click on the link at the end of the video. You'll see it kind of pop up in the right hand corner. It'll show you your playlist. And you can go ahead and click on that. And we also got a 2 of diamonds. But we're going to go ahead, since it seems to be ripe here, to talk about Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know at the moment? And then we're going to ask for cards of advice, of course. What does Aquarius need to know at the moment? This is for the end of July 2022. Okay. 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 Cards of advice, please. Cards of advice for the sign of Aquarius. Towards the end of July 2022. Oh, we got too many. I will put them out there though. It's not actually too many. It's just it gets a little overwhelming. There's more than a couple of cards, but I think I can handle 3. Okay. As they say, you're never dealt anything in life that you really can't handle. That's what they say. The universe doesn't give you things you can't handle. Can't say that I always agree with that, but I guess we make it through the other side. That's our proof. You know, we're still standing. Okay, let's see what's going on. What does Aquarius need to know? Change is coming up, end of a cycle. Yeah, something definitely coming to completion here. And this is the black and white Joker. This is otherwise known as the Fool card in traditional tarot. So that tells me that you're not expecting this. Major changes coming up here with your finances may have to do with this completion of a cycle. This is actually very positive, though. This might have been something that you were desiring on some deep level to end. It's basically the card of celebration and going to parties and having fun. It's good news. It's good news. I think it's going to bring a change to your finances. And this could be a little bit unexpected. It's like job changes, for example, or just kind of, you know what I'm hearing? Changes in schedule, like work schedule. You might be having something wrap up or change at work, not wrap up necessarily. Well, wrap up in the sense that the way you did business, the way you operated before is changing. You may not see this coming. You may, for some of you, you may see this coming. This talks about if I could talk, being a little disappointed though. This again is the card of changes being forced upon you, and it is a completion. Interesting, you have that, and you also have this card of good news. You know, it could be like a blessing in disguise kind of situation, honestly. In other words, you know, on the surface it looks not real pleasing. It's certainly not expected, so it may be something that kind of disturbs you when you first hear it. You know, not disturbs you like mentally disturbed, but it kind of upsets you. You're like, oh no, you're kidding me. You know, that kind of feeling. But in the end, I think it's gonna it's going to actually push you in a new direction, because anything that changes in our life, I don't care how small it is, pushes us in a new direction. You know, it's like the unfolding of events, the domino effect. So that has to happen for that to happen, for that to happen. And it's not always in our control, right? Blessing in disguise. So on the surface, it may not look so good to you, and it's definitely this energy of you're not in the know about it. You certainly don't have any control over it. And this is just kind of, these jokers are just kind of this crazy mixed up energy, like things getting moved around, shifted around. And that's certainly, if it's a schedule change that's being forced upon you, yeah, that's like definitely along the same lines. Let's see what else we can get off here for Aquarius. Yeah, again, this is a completion, but this is actually wish fulfillment. So again, I really strongly feel that this change that's coming towards you, you're actually going to really, really appreciate it. You may not see that yet. It's definitely taking or going to change your financial situation for the better. I did say changing your financial situation, but I didn't specify good or bad. I think it's going to be positive. So I think it's going to be a positive change. What else can you tell Aquarius at the end of July here? Okay. Yeah, on the surface, you're going to be a little suspicious of this Jack of Spades. If you've been with me for a while, you know what this is about. It's also the card of a person who's inexperienced. Now, this could be somebody around you, but I'm really strongly feeling that this is the energy that you're going to be experiencing, if you aren't already, of being suspicious of the whole thing. Which if it were me and things were being forced upon me in this manner, I would feel a little bit, I don't know, suspicious is the word, but I'd feel a little bit maybe rubbed the wrong way. Like, people trying to control my life outside of like what I agreed upon. So like when you take a position with a company or whatnot, you agree to the terms, right? And if they change those terms, which is very bad business practice, because the person being affected, I mean, if it can't be helped and it has to change, then that's a hard place to be in for a manager or a company, feeling that they have to impose changes on employees that may not be happy with those changes. But when you're walking into that kind of situation of employment, I know this is true for me, I have expectations. The agreement of the position, the scheduling, the pay, what you're actually doing in the position. I just went through this recently. Actually, I left a job because I went in with expectations that weren't met. And so several months later, see ya. Found another position that I think, again, for me it was a blessing in disguise, because if I hadn't been unhappy with the situation, I wouldn't have moved to this other position, which I think is going to work out a lot better. So let's see what your cards of advice here are, Aquarius. New start, definitely with your finances here, and you have, again, this card of completion. This is actually like being content with what's going on, reaching a level of satisfaction. Now, the Six of Spades is interesting because this is about fate or destiny. What did I just say earlier about how this change, this completion here is going to push you off onto a path that you definitely need to go down. If this change hadn't happened, you wouldn't be going down this path. That's kind of what I'm saying. The Six of Spades here, destiny, fated, totally confirms that. Queen of Hearts, interesting. That's kind of a nurturing, motherly energy. We also have another Ace of Hearts here about a new start. Now, this new start has to do with your personal wishes and desires. The new start and another Jack energy means that things are going to be topsy-turvy for a little bit, but it's going to come around to this point where you're actually feeling personally fulfilled. You're going to get some needs met that you didn't have met before, for sure. Okay? Four of Spades. Very nice, because this talks about, again, we talked about satisfaction over here. This is satisfaction and stability, particularly around work, honestly. I mean, it couldn't be more fitting. Thank you, universe, for dealing cards that are relevant to what we started off with here. I mean, that's the magic of tarot, honestly. Let's see if we can get some more cards of advice. I think it's just kind of, it's just drawing a picture of nothing you necessarily need to do, but maybe with this Queen of Hearts, be kind to yourself, nurture yourself through these changes. That's what I'm hearing. She's also mature and she's older, so it's just like you need to embrace that side of you that can take care of your needs right now. You know, self-care, that kind of thing. You know what you need, and you can step up to the plate there and take care of those things better than anyone else. And you have another queen. She's also along the same lines. She's very supportive. She's wise. Now, this queen energy also has kind of a reserved. She has it's kind of a twin energy. She has kind of a reserved side to her, but she can also be very outgoing and very moody. You can expect to go through some mental challenges, I think, with some of these changes. Not necessarily in a bad way. Like mental breakdown, I don't think it's on that level. I just think it's going to be challenging for you to go through this transition. Because you have two new start cards. I mean, starting something new is one thing, but I think it's why you have two new starts here. It's affecting different areas of your life. Emotionally, financially. It's gonna, you know, cascade out into other aspects of your life that you're probably not expecting. But it is going to, you're going to achieve this level of satisfaction and stability that you didn't know before. I can tell you that. That's pretty much guaranteed here. Whoa. Again, this is, I didn't mention the Six of Spades earlier about destiny and fate. This is also about new opportunities opening up for you. So, again, I kind of started off saying that whatever's happening here is going to lead you down new pathways and new doors to open. I certainly see that here. This is also the card of personal growth, and you could be headed in a direction that's going to help you grow pretty much in any aspect of your life, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, you know, career-wise. There's going to be potential for a lot of growth as a result of this change of Aquarius. That's going to be kind of thrust upon you in the beginning. You're not going to particularly like it. It's going to feel uncomfortable at first, but I think you're really going to warm up to the idea. Important thing is to nurture yourself. Change is hard for anybody. Some people handle it better than others. But I think this is going to change a lot of things in your life. Different aspects of your life are going to go through transitions. So it's very important that you stay centered and pay attention to your needs. Okay, that's your bonus reading for July. Thank you for joining me. If you want to subscribe, you will be notified when August readings come out. Take care until I see you again.